Hello friends, and once again welcome back to another video. And during this video class, let us consider something about effective communication at meeting or meeting communication, and also some good listening skills that are needed during the meeting. Now, whether we like it or not, we cannot avoid meetings. Many times we attend meetings, and some of us will have to even conduct meetings, especially when you join a corporate world or a business world. You cannot just avoid meetings. Sometimes you may have to attend meetings on a daily basis, or definitely at regular intervals you will be called for meetings. So at meetings it is important to have some good communication skills. So in this video class, let me give you some tips as to how to communicate at the meetings, and also some tips with regard to how effectively we can conduct a meeting. And then, of course, I'll give you some tips, especially how we can develop our listening skills. First of all, when you are called for a meeting, make sure that you are there on time. In fact, it's always better to be there at the meeting 5 minutes in advance. Why? Because this way you respect the person who has called you for the meeting. And if you go for the meeting late, it is possible that you cause a lot of ill feeling. In fact, you can even disrupt the whole dynamics of the meetings by going late. So be there on time. We need to develop some good etiquettes at the meeting. The first and the most basic etiquette we must cultivate in this modern time is to switch off our cell phones, or at least keep them in silent mode. Why? Of course, it's a common sense. When you attend to the cell phone during the meeting, what message you are communicating is that you value the meeting less important than your mobile phone. So during the meeting, your absolute concentration should be, and your first priority should be, the dynamics at the meeting. And that's why you keep the cell phone aside till the end of the meeting. Mind you, no world will collapse if you do not attend to the cell phone, say for 1 hour or even a little more than 1 hour. So keep the mobile aside and give your total concentration for the meeting. Now, meetings can be of various types. Of course, most of you will be attending business meetings. Business meetings means some business takes place at the meeting, and you concretely decide and take decisions to how to kind of have good business strategies in your organization. Which means when you go for the meeting, already you know the agenda. The agenda is already sent to you in advance. So when you go for the meeting, make sure that you go prepared. You see what the agenda is, and so see how you can contribute to the meeting by preparing well and giving your insights. For this, you need to go through the agenda and see what your contribution could be. Your first task at the meeting is to listen. And when I say listen, listening very carefully and intently. And also it is important to listen without judgment. So listen to whatever is going on during the meeting. Listen to what the person is saying and listen to all the interventions that are taking place. This also means that you should not be preoccupied with anything else. When you are preoccupied, you are not able to listen with total concentration. And as I said, listen without judgments. Because in case you have any doubts or clarifications, you can always raise those doubts and seek clarifications maybe towards the end of the meeting. As I said, there will always be time for questions and clarifications during the meeting, or at least towards the end of the meeting. Now, during this time, you must raise your concerns and clarify matters, and maybe you give your opinion. But mind you, how you present your viewpoints, your opinions, is as important as the viewpoint itself. In other words, As far as possible, do not be aggressive, do not be angry while talking at the meeting. Present your viewpoint in a way that does not seem intimidating. Be as cool and calm as possible. You must also be as dispassionate as possible. What you are looking at is not the good of you alone. You are looking at the good of the organization or the institution for which you are working. You must look at the collective good of everybody. And that's why it is important to be as dispassionate as possible. And so you present your views in a language that is very, very parliamentary. Do not use offensive words. Make sure that you do not offend people by the choice of your words. And that's why select your words, select your language very carefully. And one way to do this is begin your intervention by speaking something positive. Let's say if the chairperson has made some interesting comments, make some positive remarks on those comments. So once you begin to talk positively, later on it is possible to speak your concerns, and also maybe if you have differences of opinion, you could even present those differences of opinion. But all this has to be done in a very, very parliamentary language. Perhaps you can use phrases like, with due respect to you, sir, but I disagree with you. See, this is how you could begin. You could even say, I am with you on this point, but I disagree with you on this point. See, you agree with the person on some points, but you disagree with him or with her on other points. So this is another way of saying it. A third way of saying the same thing is, you say, sir, this is my personal opinion. I may be wrong, and yet I would like to present my case. See, when you put your opinion or your insight using these phrases and words, it creates a comforting sort of a situation. Whatever you are saying may be contradicting what the chairperson is saying, and yet you have put it in a particular way that doesn't seem offending or intimidating. So always choice of words is very important. I must also tell you about the importance of listening without judgment and not judging anybody when you attend a meeting. Why? Because you may not be privy to a lot of information, a lot of complex issues that may be going on within the organization or the institution. So you are only aware of the things that go on during the meeting and whatever has been told to you or explained to you during the meeting. You only know that much. So when you make intervention or when you speak at the meeting, you must be speaking from the context of whatever is going on within the context of the meeting. So do not judge anybody and don't be judgmental. Sometimes some people do have these anxiety issues which keeps them from intervening or speaking. They are a little scared to intervene or to voice their opinion. Why does this happen? There could be many reasons why people have anxiety issues at the meeting. But one of the important reasons why people have anxiety issues, as I have seen, is that they are worried that other people will judge them. They are worried that other people will put them down and be very judgmental and pass comments. But it could also be just the opposite. It is also possible that the other people also, or many other people at the meeting also wanted to say the same thing, but they could not muster up the courage because they also would have had similar anxiety issues. When you voiced your opinion, the other people also may be comforted that they also had a similar opinion. So, not all people will be judgmental, not all people will judge you. There may be a few voices or few people who would still judge you. You cannot help it. But do not be worried about whether people will judge you or not. You speak your mind, you speak your opinion, and thus it is possible that you are making an important contribution at the meeting. Sometimes some of us have another problem. That is, we tend to be very long. We go on speaking at the meeting without any coherence. How do we avoid this problem? I would say when you go for the meeting, always carry a notepad and a pen. So, whenever something interesting is happening at the meeting, please jot down. You write down. Especially when you have to intervene and speak something or make a comment, you jot down very clearly as to what you want to say. Otherwise, what happens is if you have not noted down or if you are not able to articulate it properly in your mind, you go on speaking very long. So, one way of avoiding this is to write down and then speak to the point without beating around the bush. There is always a chairperson who conducts the meeting, and his role is important and his chair is important. That's why we must honor that chair. In other words, we must honor that person. So, whenever you have to intervene, whenever you have to speak, you must always address the chair. This is another basic manner and etiquette we must always follow at the meeting. Now, let us say you are the chairperson. You have to conduct the meeting. How do you go about doing it? Of course, you must have a lot of confidence. You must be able to communicate well. You must be able to speak boldly. All this is very essential for a chairperson at the meeting. But remember, when you are chairperson, though it is likely that you may have to speak more, you must also allow others to speak. You must get the opinion of everybody. You must see that everybody in the meeting speaks. This way, you make sure that there is a sort of a democracy followed there. Of course, when you have to take decisions, you may be the person who has to take the final decision. Or let's say you may have to refer to your higher authorities to take decision. But make sure that all have spoken and there is a certain collective opinion that emerges. And secondly, be as objective as possible, which means you are not taking sides. There may be clear two sides at the meeting. You are not taking any side. You are as objective as possible so that any decision that is taken is collective and is for the good of the institution and good of a large number of people. If there is an opposition to a decision, the chairperson can somehow make use of his skills to convince and take the other party into confidence. This way, everybody is happy. Of course, you cannot satisfy all at a meeting, but largely, if people are more or less agree to disagree, I would say that is the success of a meeting. And finally, nothing happens at the meeting if you do not listen to the person who is speaking. You require to develop good listening skills. Listening means listening without any preoccupation, as I said earlier. That also means that you do not bring other preoccupations to the meeting. You are totally concentrated to whatever is happening at the meeting. And also, when somebody speaks, you listen to the person intently, even if you do not like the person. Because the intervention that the person makes, the insights that the person gives may be helpful to a large number of people and may be helpful to the institution. So listen intently. You may not agree with the person, but you may have a chance to disagree with the person at a later stage. But when somebody speaks, make sure you listen to the person very intently and respect the person, because everybody has the freedom of speech and freedom of speech to speak at the right forum. So respect that forum, and when you have the chance to speak, others also will respect you. Just to summarize what I was trying to say during the course of this video, at the meeting, it is important that you go on time or even 5 minutes before time. You go there and be prepared, which means that you go for the meeting well prepared since you would already know the agenda. And Try to make interventions at the meeting. Don't worry whether other people will judge you. I don't think everybody will judge. So make your intervention, speak your mind at the right time, respecting the chair. The other aspect is that how you say is as important as what you say, which means you should not be aggressive, you should not be angry, but you should be as cool and calm when you present your views. One way of doing this is to first begin with positives, then perhaps voice out your concerns. Of course, for everything, good listening skills are of utmost importance. So, have pleasant, effective, and fruitful meetings next time when you go for the meeting.